I'm also going to be participating for this round, and I want to welcome you to the Silverwing Pokemon League. We are going to go over the rules, mostly because some of them are going to affect negatively if they happen during the event, and I want everyone to have a good time. So if you allow me, I'll share my screen here. Screen 1. Yep. And okay. I guess you can see my screen. Perfect. If anyone wants to say anything or whatever, just unmute yourself and talk. I hear you. The first thing to know is that, well, obviously this will focus on Pokemon Sword and Shield. This means that you are allowed to play with Dynamax and Gigamax. You cannot do Mega Evolution, of course, because it's not in the game. You cannot do C moves. They do not exist in the game. So if you were planning on your roster to have any Pokemon for any of those, just know that they do not exist, okay? Secondly, we are going to play on the Ranked Season 12 rules. And I'm going to show you on my video how to do that, okay? So let me check if you're seeing my video too. Yeah, okay. You're going to first make sure you're connected to the internet. And to do that, you basically press Y. As you can see, I'm on local communication. You press plus and get connected online. Once you're connected online, that's going to take a while. Perfect. Then you press X and go to VS. Here, you're going to go for Battle Stadium. And here, you're going to see Ranked Battles, Special Battles, whatever. Okay. You got to download the rules, okay? Download the rules, because if you do not do this, you will not have access to the Ranked Season rules. And that's important because we're playing with these rules. So everybody go and do that whenever you can. Once that's done, you're not going to go into the battle system anymore, because you're going to be playing over here. You're going to be playing press Y and go into Link Battle. You press plus to create a link code and whatever. I mean, if you're challenging a gym leader, he's going to give you a code. So you come over here, put that code in, and you're going to meet the gym leader in the battle area. Once you do that, you got to go into doubles battle and press play. And that's it. It's going to be like searching for the other part of the game, and you're going to be starting. That's like how you are going to be facing each other for the whole event. Now, okay, of course, legendaries are prohibited. Here's the list of the legendaries that you cannot bring, or the Pokemon you cannot bring. If there's any legendary I'm missing, just know it is also banned. You cannot just use it. I will do a check anyways on all of your rosters for everything, just in case some of you, I don't know, found any kind of legendary that is not in this list and wanted to use it. And I will contact you. Well, then you can have 2 forms on your rosters of one Pokemon, which is cool. I mean, you can have 2 Rotoms or even 6 Rotoms if you wanted. But just know that within the game, you cannot play with 2 of the same dex number at the same time. So if you want to have in your roster more than 1 Pokemon from the same dex, I don't know, Galarian form, Alolan form, Kanto form, whatever, you can do it. Just know that you will not be able to play with those Pokemon at the very same time. That's because the game does not allow us to do that. This affects, of course, the Hisui forms, the Necrozmas, or the Sages, whatever. Well, pre-evolutions. You are allowed to play pre-evolutions if you want. You can play, for example, Togekiss is in your team and Togetic. There's no problem with that because they do not share a Pokédex number. And the game will allow you to actually bring your Scizor and your Scyther on the same team at the very same time. There's no problem with that. Now, about the items. You cannot play with duplicate items. You cannot bring on the same battle team a team that has 2 leftovers or 2 Assault Vests, 2 Life Orbs. You just can't do that because the game will not allow you to. And we do not want people spamming the same item on all of the Pokemon, especially because Focus Sash is a thing. Now, about the battles, most of the battles are going to be a best of 3 system. This means that the winner is the one who wins more battles out of those 3, okay? So if you win game 1, that does not mean you have won the whole match. Okay, you gotta win 2 times. It can be not in a row, just you win, you lose, you win. That means you won because you were 2-1. This is going to be applied to gym battles, and this is going to be applied to elite. It will only step up to best of 5 when the elite 4 comes. That means the top 4 players trying to become the champion, they will do best of 5 battles. So how is it going to be for like challengers to challenge leaders? Well, I have not announced the leaders yet. Please do not spoil them. I will share with everyone who are the leaders. This is going to be basically, I'm going to be posting a schedule with all the timetables and everything for like the leaders being available to open the gyms for the weekend or the week, whatever. And challengers, I'm going to contact them by PM from, I don't know, Discord, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. I don't care how you talk to each other, but you contact the leader, you say, hey, I want to play, and you send them over your in-game name or your roster. The leader is going to be available to like, read your message, see what's your roster, and say, okay, I can take you on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Perfect. So you organize with the leader and the challenger when are you going to be battling each other. Okay. Now, the leaders, since they are monotypes and that like they are being nerfed because they are weaker than challengers, they have only one typing to work with. They're going to be having access to one block or one ban per challenger. So let's say I am a gym leader and challenger X comes to me and says, I want to play. These are my 10 Pokemon from my roster. Perfect. I'm going to be banning one of those 10. So you're going to be playing with just 9 of them. You're not going to be battling with the 9 of them, but you can work with to build your battle team with those 9 Pokemon. All right. I want to be very clear with that. And the bans only work for each battle. So let's say for battle 1, I banned Caesar, for example. Okay, he cannot play with Caesar. Now, on the next game, he beats me with some Pokemon, and I say, hey, I need to ban that Pokemon. Okay, so Weavile, for example, is going to be banned, and now Caesar is going to be available. So challengers need to be reactive all the time and have their PCs on the computer, on the game. I want to be showing you like the variants you can have. This is actually my battle team. I don't care, like you can see it right now. I have many builds for each of the Pokemon, and that's because mainly if you ban one of those Pokemon, I have another backup plan. I hope you guys do the same. I mean, it's gonna be better if you do it like this, and do not like focus all your strategy on just one Pokemon, because that Pokemon can be banned, and then you're gonna be like with no strategy. The ban system is going to work only for leaders. I mean, leaders are going to be banning challengers, but challengers cannot be banning leaders. Leaders are not going to be receiving any kind of ban, and they have access to all the Pokemon within the typing from the main game. This is excluding, of course, legendaries. Now, for the Elite 4 and the Elite, players will be banning each other for 2 bans. That means out of the 10 Pokemon you bring on your roster, only 8 will be accessible for the battle. How are the bans going to work? Well, first, one of the players is going to be banning, the other one is going to ban next, the other one is going to start banning again, and then the last ban is going to happen, and that's how you guys are going to build your battle team. How do you build a battle team? Basically, you go into your Pokemon PC, and you press R, and if you can see, if you press X here, I'm going to go into my battle teams, right? So you can have like pre-made teams, up to 6 pre-made teams. And let's say you banned my Grimmsnarl, so I cannot play Grimmsnarl anymore. I just deselect it, and I bring my Lapras, and I register it, and now I send you a battle code, and we battle. Now without the Grimmsnarl because it's banned. Out of these 6 Pokemon, remember that you're going to be only battling with 4. That is how the battle system works in doubles BGZ system in Pokemon. I mean, you cannot like change that. So I'm going to be bringing this team of 6 Pokemon, which in the end I'm going to be deciding which 4 I'm going to bring. And that's going to be like how it works. If you guys never battled on the double system, I recommend you try it just to know how it is like visually. But it's pretty basic. I'm actually going to show it right now. So I'm going to go into Battle Stadium. I'm going to a ranked battle. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to finish the battle, but I'm going to go into doubles battle. And while this searches for an opponent, I'm going to just be showing you the rest of the rules. Whatever. See, I pick my team. This is going to be like the very same for you guys. You pick your team, which is now after the bans happened, and it's going to be looking for an opponent. In your case, you're not going to be doing this, but you're going to be using the code. But that's going to be the same thing. Now, while I'm searching for an opponent, I'm going to be going on. Oh, actually, there's an opponent right now. So, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Here, you see, there's 6 Pokemon. I can see my opponent's team. He's going to be seeing my team, and I'm going to be choosing only 4 to bring into battle. And that's how it works on Pokemon doubles. So, let's say, oh, he's going to probably start with Sassian and Kyogre or whatever. So I'm going to bring my Incineroar just to intimidate or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just going to show you how it's going to work. I pick my 4 Pokemon, and it's not going to be allowing me to pick anymore. See? You cannot be like bringing another Pokemon. So once you have the 4 Pokemon, you press done, and that's it. You're going to be start the battle. Now, the battle, let's just ignore. I'm going to withdraw the match, and let's carry on with the rules. So, let's say you challenge a gym leader and you win. Great. The challenger does not have to go and even type to me or say anything. It's just, don't worry, it's going to be uploaded into your trainer card. The gym leaders will have the responsibility of talking to me and saying, hey, he beat me. Okay, perfect. At night, when I'm on my PC drinking a tea, I will be probably uploading all the trainer cards with each of the badges that were won. Now, if you guys fail the gym challenge and you cannot beat your opponent, don't worry, you have another try. You can actually retry with them up to 2 times. If you fail the same badge more than 2 times, you're not gonna be able to play again against that leader. That means you're not gonna be able to continue into the Champion League, okay? But there is another way of getting your badges, and it's not gonna be the perfect way, but it's an option. I will call it the Final Gambit. The Final Gambit is basically, hey, I need 2 badges to make it to the league, and there's another guy who is on this very same situation as you are. He does not have the badges, so you gamble your badges. You play a match, best of 3, 1v1, and try to see who is the winner. The one who's the winner is going to steal away the badges from the loser, and the loser, of course, is not going to make it to the league. So it's not the best plan, but both players were already in a position where they could not make it to the league. So whoever wins will make it, and the other one will not. And here I want to say something to everyone. Do not frustrate if you guys don't make it. This is meant to be fun. This is meant to be a seasonal event. This league is going to be ending probably in 3 weeks, and we're going to be opening a new one in 4 weeks. So it's there's always another chance, and do not worry. I mean, we're all here to have fun, and we're all here because we like Pokemon. So I want everyone to not get mad because you missed a hit and you lost because of that, or he made a critical hit on you. That's just Pokemon. That's going to happen, and I mean, don't worry. Now, something that I want to be clear with everyone is that disconnections can happen. And let's face it, the Nintendo Switch system is not the best in the world. The Nintendo servers are not the best in the world, definitely. And you can actually get disconnected during battles. And that sucks. I know it sucks, but sadly, we need to do something about it. And we cannot just be restarting matches all the time. So there's actually a way of knowing who was disconnected, and I'm going to show you guys how it is meant to be done. When you get disconnected during a match, you get a code. In this case, for example, I can see that you were battling, and some of you guys, one of the 2 players, got disconnected. Okay, we don't know yet who. But if you press immediately the menu, you can see that there's internet on the upper right corner, right? This means that this player was actually connected and was not disconnected. When you get disconnected on the system, you'll get a notice that it's going to be on local connection, right? So this is a way of showing proof that you were disconnected or you were not. And this is really important, guys. Always when you face an opponent, have your phone ready just in case you get disconnected, because it's going to be the only proof you have that you were not disconnected and it was your opponent. Now, there's also a code you're going to see right here on my, well, over here. See, if the code it ends with 16, this means that the disconnection was due from the rival. And if it ends with 14, it's your own disconnection. Since there's money involved in the game and like everybody wants to win, somebody can say, hey, I got a 16. And the opponent say, hey, I got a 16 too. And that's why I'm saying, guys, just keep your phones near you and record. That's all I need as proof. And also, I can recommend that if you guys like were battling and the match has just started and there was like nothing involved yet, and one of you guys gets disconnected, please just, if you feel like, hey, the best thing to do should be to restart, you can do it. I mean, if both of the players are okay with it, just go with it. I don't care. I mean, I'm not gonna be saying, hey, no, you should be losing the game because you got disconnected. That's how the rules are. But if you guys prefer to go ahead and restart the whole match or the whole game, you can do that. I will allow that between players, and I want to leave that between players. Okay, let's go over the next things. Yeah, okay, let's say you make it to the gym challenge, you got all your badges, and you are now classified into the league. The league is going to be basically the same as it's meant to be on the anime. There's a lot of players who make it to the league and they battle each other until you get to the champion. What happens with the top 4 players? Well, the top 4 players are going to become the Elite 4 for the next season. See? This means when the next season starts and we have a new gym challenge and new challengers make it to the new league, 4 players are going to be waiting for them to battle them. Those are going to be the top 4 players from this season. And also, of course, the champion. So if you want to become the champion on the next season, you're going to be having to take out 4 Elite and the champion. Now, the Elite 4 and the champion, once they win, once they put their spot, for the next season, they do not have much to do. I mean, they're not going to be facing gym leaders anymore. They're not going to be doing the first battles of the Elite. So in order for them to not like get bored, I'm going to add them to the Pokemon Council. The Pokemon Council is basically the organizers, which right now it's just me, and Elite 4 and the champion, so they can help me keep the events running smoothly and balanced. Like, let's say, for example, everybody is registering to become a gym leader and nobody wants to be a challenger. That means the challenger is not being attractive enough. So let's do something so more people want to be challengers. That's what can I offer to the top 4 and the champion. Of course, they will get their battles once the people make it through the gym challenge. Well, when you become a champion, you're going to be unlocking a legendary Pokemon. One of these super strong creatures that are not allowed, well, one of them will be thrown in as a prize to the champion. This means they can add it to their rosters. Which Pokemon? I mean, that's going to depend on each season. This season event is going to be, of course, Lugia, which is like the symbol of the whole league. So the winner of this league is going to unlock Lugia for the roster. That means they have access to their 10 Pokemon that they had on the previous season, and also these new Pokemon. They have access to 11 Pokemon. So if you want to be the champion, you're probably going to be banning that Lugia. And the legendaries are going to be changing every season, and they're going to be unique. So once Lugia is given, there's no more Lugia for anyone. Well, let's go. Leaders, yep. Well, between players, okay. Let's say you face on the Elite, not the Gym Leader Challenge. You face on the Elite Challenge, and 2 challengers battle each other. I need you guys to also, once the battle finishes, take a screenshot of who won. Okay. I expect not to happen, but we can have two players saying, "Hey, I won." No, I won. So I need someone that has a screenshot and says, "I won." Okay, perfect. I'm gonna believe the guy who says he won and he has proof. I sadly cannot believe anyone who has not proof. Okay, I hope this is not needed, but just in case, if you win a battle, take a screenshot, even on your Switch or with your phone. It doesn't matter, as long as I can see both names of the players and who won and who lost. Now, well, on Sundays, I would like gym leaders to actually open up. If they have opened twice a week, that's cool. But Sundays, it would be cool for everyone that has access to more gym challenges. And that's something for the gym leaders. Remember, please, guys, that the rosters are due to finish for today. So, like tonight, I'm going to be closing all registrations for the rosters. If you guys have to change anything, go ahead and do it, because once that's done, I'll be uploading your last roster update, and that's gonna be it. There's not gonna be changes to that. Well, I think this is everything. Okay, yeah. I was just saying that. Little battles. Okay. So, you have registered already. This is your Pocket Charm. You did that. Perfect. This is okay. The rules you gotta choose. Remember, guys, it's double battles, rank battles, series 12. Yeah, do not pick series 11, 10, or 9, whatever, because they change what Pokemons are allowed to play, and the 12 is just perfect for this league. So always pick rank battle series 12. And right now there's some like frequent questions and answers. What happens if my opponent does not respect a ban? Let's say I banned Blaziken and he still brings the Blaziken. Well, you take a screenshot of the conversation where you said, "I'm banning Blaziken," and a screenshot of the game with the guy bringing Blaziken, and he's going to be sanctioned. Okay, he's going to be penalized for doing that, and you're going to be winning the match. So, as always, keep your phone near you. Okay. What happens if my opponent is taking a long time to assemble his team for the next battle? This can happen. I mean, remember, it's a best of 3 system. You win the first game, and the second game, the bans change, and the guy is just trying to find a way to fix his team or whatever. He's going into the Pokemon PC and looking for other TMs to learn. He cannot be doing that. He should have all his available Pokemon with all his available strategies ready on his Pokemon PC in order to just, take out the banned Pokemon and add the new Pokemon and just battle. You cannot take a long time for that. What happens if my opponent cannot battle at the time we planned to battle? Okay, it can happen. We all have a life, and suddenly you have a birthday or whatever, and you cannot assist to the battle. As long as both players get communication between each other, that's fine. Hey, I cannot make it for the next hour. Can we do it tomorrow? Sure, that's fine, and I'm going to leave it for you guys to resolve. Okay, I cannot be like going over all of this stuff. Now, what happens if a gym leader cannot open? Well, that does affect the whole event, so I expect it not to happen, but it can happen. Let's say the gym leader opens on Tuesdays, and suddenly on Tuesday he cannot open for whatever reason. He needs to make a post on the Facebook group saying, "Hey, all the challengers I was going to be taking on Tuesday, I'm going to be taking them on Thursday, because I cannot do it on Tuesday." Perfect. And then the challengers will probably say, "Hey, on Thursday I cannot. Can we do it on Wednesday?" Okay. And you guys fix it by yourselves. Well, of course, if your opponent brings a legendary Pokemon, you just take a screenshot and he's gonna be penalized. Okay, there's not much to do, and it's obvious you cannot bring a Mewtwo into this event. What happens if your opponent does not show up? That can happen, and the same as all of the rules I've been applying, you guys can wait whatever the time you want to wait. You are entitled to actually, after 5 minutes of tolerance, if the guy did not show up, you just put it as a win. You upload it as a win, you won, and that's okay. Now, if he just made it in time and you were uploading the win and you want to be a nice guy, you can say, "Okay, let's battle." But if you don't want to, and he actually took more than 5 minutes to appear, you can say, "Hey, I'm sorry, I was here in time, you were not. I won the event," and that's it. So try to be on time, guys. And in case you think you cannot, talk to your opponent. Send a message. Say, hey, I'm late. Can we do it in like 20 minutes more? And that's fine. You're just going to be rescheduling the match. So that's it for all the rules and regulations I come up with. Now I want to hear your questions, if there's any of them, and I'll try to solve them.
Okay.
Maybe I was not like super clear my English or whatever. Just throw it in and I'll be answering.
Yes, I guess in the case, my only question is about. Wow, all of a sudden I'm freaking blanking on it, actually. So, in the case that we only allow challengers to basically lose to us up to 2 times, and they can't challenge us a third time, you said, correct?
Yeah, correct.
So, it's basically on us to more or less do the bookkeeping there. To say,
Yeah.
this challenger like has challenged twice and has lost twice, I have documented this, and they cannot challenge me again.
Correct.
For this season, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm going to show you all for the gym leaders. You're going to have a spreadsheet where you're going to be like uploading who wins and who loses out of each match, because that's important, especially for the council and myself. We're going to be seeing how each of the gym leaders actually work as gym leaders. If you guys get a lot of loses, probably on the next season, if another challenger wants to take up on the same typing that you had, maybe we give it a chance to the new one, because you guys were not like the top-notch gym leader. So this works for us, for the council, and it also works because it's a bookkeeping, as you said, for all of the tries. Now, if some guy fails 2 times, and for this season, especially for this season, because you need to have access to all 5 batches to actually make it to Elite 4. But for the next seasons, probably we will have more players, and may have more gym leaders than the batches you need to achieve the gym challenge. Let's say we have 8 gym leaders, and the target is 5 batches. That means that if you fail two times with one gym leader, you can always go into another typing and try to have your 5 batches from another typing. And that's how it's gonna be working.
Okay.
Yeah, so I expect you guys, the leaders, to do the bookkeeping, of course. I'll try to help you out myself. I was actually going to be a gym leader as well, but since I've received a lot of submissions for gym leader, I said, hey, let's give the people what they want. I just throw in myself with the challengers and whatever. So I expect you guys to do the bookkeeping, and not me, because I'm going to be a challenger, so it's not going to be fair if I'm like always knowing who is going well and not.
So I guess my thought too is, I know you did like a PDF accessing the rules to all of this. Don't suppose there's going to be a PDF or say like an Excel spreadsheet that the community could use? Because I think I've been with other leagues where they kind of did something similar, where you actually, did the same thing. We all kind of did a mutual bookkeeping of like challengers, like who they challenged, like how many times they won, how many times they lost, etc.
Yeah, I mean, for the gym challenge, you guys are gonna receive a lot of messages from all the challengers, and I'm gonna like give you the Excel to work with. You're just gonna go in and say, okay, so the Haka VGC challenged me on let's say tomorrow. It is August 15th, and the winner was me. Okay, perfect. That's the bookkeeping. The challenger does not have to keep like any kind of bookkeeping, because I will be in charge of uploading the batches that you guys give into their trainer cards. They can always access to like visualize and see if it's okay in case like somebody lost and the other one said he won, and we can have a conversation, see who was like mistaken or uploaded incorrectly. But the gym leaders are going to be in charge of that. And once the gym challenge ends and we go into the elite challenge, that's going to be different, because we're going to be using a platform, especially for doing, the crossover between all of the seeds, all of the opponents. That's going to be Battle 5 probably, and it's going to be like automated, so it doesn't involve us using a spreadsheet or anything.
Right. Okay. All right, so we'll just kind of do our own spreadsheets and kind of just send it to you when we feel necessary.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna create one on that drive. I'm gonna give you guys, all of the leaders, the link, and you just type in there, and it's gonna be accessible only for gym leaders as editors, and it's gonna be accessible for challengers as viewers, and that's gonna be working. Like the challengers will not be able to edit or change anything in there. Just gonna be visualize how they're going, and if it's okay with everything, like the gym leaders is doing okay.
All right. Oh, that should be good.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Any other question, guys?
It's all mine anyway.
Yeah, I have a question.
Sure.
How many challenges are there? And yeah, that's the first question.
Okay. There's actually right now 23 participants. We have 5 gym leaders, so that's 16 or 18 challengers.
So we only need 5 badges to.
Yeah. You
the
only need
challenge.
5 because right now since it's season 1 and there's a lot of people that like came in to see how the event is going, and they did not sign up because they want to see how it's going. I expect for next season to have like double players, and when we get 40 players, we will probably extend it to 8 badges. Right now, we need to go for a lower number because there's not so many participants.
So we're at 4-1 right now.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
It's basically like 1 gym leader to 4 challengers. We're at 4-1, and then when we have
exactly.
Sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
Yeah, that's good. And are the Elite 4 already chosen, or that's going to be like this season, or it's going to get chosen by the challenger?
Exactly. Since we do not have any champion or Elite 4 yet, it's an open spot for the guys who make it. How I'm going to be feeding of the Elite 4, basically the top 4 players out of the Elite Challenge are going to become the Elite 4, and the best player out of them, the best player of the season, will become the champion. Next to that,
I'm sorry, how would the best player be determined? If
he's going to be, okay, so each player out of them, they're going to be battling each other. Let me show you. So, have you guys ever used Battlefy? It's a platform where you log in players and they battle each other. So let's say all of these, I'm using this picture as an example. Let's say all of these players made it through the gym leader challenge. They battle each other. They get randomized, of course, and they battle each other. The winner passes into the next round, and that's it. How we're gonna get a champion, the one who beat everyone. The top 4, let's say these 1, 2, 3, 4 players are gonna become the Elite 4, and this guy's gonna become it. Yeah.
So to be clear, right? You collect the top 4 player will be determined of who how many badges you have. I'm guessing, right? The top after every challenger challenge a gym.
Actually, no. I mean, it's 2 challenges separated. First is the gym challenge. Everybody has to collect badges. Now, the guys who do not make it, who do not get the 5 badges by the end of the next 2 weeks, those are gonna be discarded. I mean, they're not gonna be able to proceed into the Elite Champion. The Elite Champion is just
final gambit, right? Final gambit.
Unless the final gambit, yeah, of course. If we can actually have people who does not beat any gym leader, but because of the final gambit, they actually get the badges. They're gonna classify into the next challenge, which is the Elite 4 challenge, and then it's gonna be basically last man standing.
Okay.
All right. Follow-up question to that whole thing: can gym leaders potentially qualify for either Elite 4 champions?
Okay, that's a good question, and I like that one. So, sadly, the gym leader is just gonna play for the first part of the event for the gym challenge, and they cannot switch themselves into a challenger after the gym challenge ends. But of course, you guys, for those of you that are gym leaders, if you guys want to unlock a legendary on the next seasons, you just move yourself from the gym leader position to the challenger. Of course, people who went and became the gym leaders and had a good performance will be taken in consideration for gym leaders on the next seasons if they want to come back. But if any of you guys who are a gym leader and want to hey, I want to experience the the whole league. I want to try and get my legendary. You can always play as a challenger on the next season. You can actually go and swap your position every single season. And also, we could have the situation of a challenger becoming a champion and proceeding for gym leader using the legendary Pokemon that they got. So that's something that can happen, and I'm gonna like be waiting for that to happen to see how we balance that or how it's gonna be working out.
So, in other words, it's almost like incentivized to be a challenger because it's the only way to have a legendary on your roster.
Exactly. The main difference between a gym leader and the challenger is that the challenger, they pay the entry fee and they do not have any guarantee that they're gonna get like their money back, because that's only for the top 4 cut and the champion. While the gym leaders, they do not like have any problem with that because they do not pay the entry, or they actually do pay the entry, but then they get refunded for that because they are actually working for the event. They are part of the staff during that season, so they get paid for that from the pool price. So
Right.
let's say that the difference between one and the other is like the gym leader is like working with the staff, while the challenger is actually going in for the whole cash grab, basically.
Now,
All right.
can the gym leaders ever become in the Elite Four in the
Yeah,
same season, or
not in the same season.
you're just
No.
locked in as a gym leader for the season
Once,
right?
yeah, once you like, if you apply for gym leader and you are chosen for gym leader, you're gonna be playing gym leader for that season. Once the season ends, if you want, like, hey, I want to try the other experience, sure, you go ahead. You register as a challenger, and I'll know that I cannot count for you for a gym leader, so I gotta go and grab someone else. And I exactly like that. I want that to happen. I want people to always be switching positions and be like, hey, this season I want to try and aim for the champion. I want to aim for the Elite Four.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fine.
Mostly because, I mean, people, the season can start to get a bit gray or stale because we always have the same gym leaders, and I want that to be rotative. I want people to be switching their positions and be switching every single season if it's possible.
All right. I just made my outfit look dapper as shit for it, though. But no, that makes sense, actually. So you, in other words, want to rotate people as much
Yeah.
as possible in order to actually, like, spice things up and like.
Yeah, and also because if not, let's say, for example, season 4, and we already have our leaders, and they always want to be leaders. And what happens with the guys that come in and say, hey, I want to try as a leader too, and all the spots are taken. But
Right.
if we add some incentives for the leaders to become challengers, then we can actually do that rotation.
Fair enough. Okay, so that's fine.
Great. Well, guys, if any of you has any other question, please just shoot it now. And if not, you can send me a message and I'll be answering. But I think that this wraps up with whole like the basic rules and regulations. And I wanna remember, like, for you guys, remember, disconnections can happen and also losing can happen. Do not get frustrated for that. I know there's a lot of people that come from the BGZ World Championship training and they know how it works, but some people are just casuals, and I want that to be a perfect environment for everyone.
Now, you said that you were going to try and hopefully start this for the 17th, 18th, was it, Thursday?
Yeah, I'm actually trying like to close the registrations tonight, and tomorrow, like, put the schedules of the gym leaders, people start talking between each other and see if there's anything like they don't understand or anything. And I would like the event to start like even tomorrow, but I know it's going to be a delay. So probably 16th, 17th is going to be people already battling.
Then don't suppose there's a Discord for the leaders, is there?
Yeah, actually in this very same server, I'm going to have a channel right here that is leaders. One is for elite and this one is for leaders. Now it says Gimnasio. I will change the name for leaders so you guys can read it. But that's going to be for the gym leaders, and gym leaders can actually take battlers on any of these tables, the playing boards. it's not. I mean, not all of the players want to speak while they're battling. I respect that. But I only need you guys to have one channel of communication, even if it's a text message. As long as you can say, hey, let's start the battle, I'm sending you a code, whatever, and that's it. There's no need to be like chatting all the time between the battle.
Very well.
So, well, if you guys don't have any other questions, we can close this. And I'm very happy that you took the incentive coming. It was pretty hard, you know. I started this league with only Argentinian players, and I say, hey, why not? I mean, we're playing online. There's no actual need of boundaries between different countries. So I hope you guys enjoy the event and bring more players for the next seasons, and we get like a nice ecosystem for everyone that likes to battle on Pokemon.
All right. Well, looking forward to
Yes,
work.
man. Can't wait to challenge all of you.
Nice. Okay, guys. So I'll see you later, and well, have a good day.
You too. Later.
Bye bye.